This is your morning in 8 minutes. Right now, the price of gas hitting record highs.
Tennessee's current average price for regular unleaded is up nearly 20 cents compared to last week. Experts think prices will ease over the next month after oil prices fell on Monday, but it takes some time for prices at the pump to reflect that change. So here's what we're seeing today at the gas stations nationwide. The average around $4.40. Around the state, going to cost you $4.15 a gallon to fill up. Same story in the Knoxville area. Those prices at $4.15 as well. And this morning, the latest Consumer Price Index report is expected to be released. The report is expected to show if inflation numbers are close to reaching its peak. Federal officials will then use the report to help determine if it will raise interest rates more and by how much. One option the White House is considering, ending tariffs on imported Chinese goods put in place by former President Trump.
Well, right now, we are working to learn the condition of a police officer and another driver after a car crash in Madisonville. Troopers say it happened around 3 o'clock yesterday on Highway 411. A report says a Toyota Camry failed to yield and pulled out in front of the cruiser. The officer crashed into a telephone pole. The other driver is also hurt. And a McMinn County man facing aggravated arson charges. The TBI says Aaron Harris intentionally set an Etowah apartment on fire in December. He is already in jail serving time for another offense.
Well, this man is facing several charges after police busted him driving over 110 miles an hour on I-40 West near West Hills. According to police, Mario Diaz said he was trying to hurry back to their hotel because he needed to use the bathroom. Officers also saw a woman with a baby sitting on her lap in the front seat unrestrained. Diaz was taken into custody and is now being held for Immigration and Customs Enforcement. And this morning, authorities are hoping an autopsy will give them more information into how a man died in the Little River.
Park rangers found Charles Queen's body on Monday. It was partially submerged in the river about a mile away from Metcalf Bottoms. Police found Queen's car not far from the river. So far, investigators say there are no witnesses and no apparent signs of foul play. Up to $1,000 in rental or mortgage assistance now being made available to anyone who lost their homes during the recent wildfires in Sevier County. The Great Smoky Mountains Association of Realtors is offering this. They say anyone who is impacted is welcome to apply.
Taking a look around Tennessee this week, we should learn more about why the state called off the execution of Oscar Smith. State officials expected an independent investigation into the lethal injection protocols to change how these types of executions are carried out in the future. The Department of Corrections is expected to release some documents that could shed light on what went wrong when Smith's execution was called off at the last minute. And new details this morning, we're learning more about the moment U.S. Marshals tracked down fugitive Casey White and former corrections officer Vicky White. Police found them in Evansville, Indiana on Monday. Newly released 911 calls reveal the moments leading to the crash.
Hello? Airbags are going on. Let's get out and run. Get us back to the hotel.
Well, that call is from Vicky White. Body camera footage shows the chaotic moments. Police say Casey White was behind the wheel when officers ran the car, causing them to crash. Police say as they approached the car, Vicky White turned the gun on herself. She later died at the hospital. Inside the car, investigators found an AR-15, 4 handguns, and $29,000 in cash. Police arrested Casey White immediately and told investigators that the plan was he never intended on being taken alive. And White is in Alabama this morning after appearing before a judge in a special hearing last night. He is set to stand trial in June for a 2015 capital murder charge. The 38-year-old was already serving a 75-year prison sentence after being convicted of kidnapping and attempted murder.
And take a look at this video out of North Carolina. Multiple homes swept away by extreme high surf conditions. This is from Cape Hatteras on the Outer Banks in North Carolina. Thankfully, no one was inside at the time. People in the area now being encouraged to stay away from the beach. And around East Tennessee today, if you're looking, or if you are 50 and older looking for a job, today could be your opportunity.
Yeah, the O'Connor Senior Center hosting a job fair this morning. Multiple businesses will be there. The center is on Winona Street. You'll need to bring a copy of your resume and be prepared to fill out job applications. You will be required to wear a mask if you're taking part. Today's job fair starts at 9 o'clock and runs until 11.
WVLT proud to be your official station of the Vols. The top-ranked Tennessee baseball team getting back on track with a big win against Bellarmine last night. The team wearing those slick new black jerseys and hats as they cruise past the Knights 11-6. Next up, a series against the Georgia Bulldogs, which kicks off tomorrow night in Lindsey Nelson Stadium. First pitch set for 7 o'clock. And today, your chance to secure parking passes and premium seating for the Smoky Mountain Air Show.
It's happening in September, but you can buy your tickets today. The air show is free, but you do have to buy the parking pass. You have the option to buy premium viewing seats. Those tickets go on sale 8 o'clock this morning on the Smoky Mountain Air Show website. We've got a link for you to buy them right now in the WVLT News app. That starts at 8 o'clock.
6:54. Let's get right to Whitney Turner with your first alert traffic.
A crash involving a motorcycle and a car has closed part of John Sevier Highway. This is between Thorn Grove Pike and Strawberry Plains Pike. Avoid this area if possible. Your alternate routes from Strawberry Plains Pike, Kennedy Road, and Asbury Road. This is going to be a problem for quite some time. So again, if you were headed that way this morning, be mindful that that roadway is closed in that area. That's the only incident impacting your Wednesday morning commute. Overall, those interstates and main roads are looking good on time. 40 eastbound moving about 70 miles an hour toward downtown Knoxville. 75 southbound also moving 70 miles an hour.
Your first alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Heather Haley.
5 minutes to 7 now, and of course, well, all this week we've really had some high pollen counts. So yes, the sneezes continue today. Remember that allergy medication, as we do have high tree pollen, but grass is becoming more and more persistent as we actually slide closer to the summer grass allergy season. Spring is those trees, and now we're slowly transitioning over to grass adding up as well. Now I mentioned the sweat factor here. Yeah, unfortunately, because it is muggier this morning, you can actually see where that muggy air is spreading out as the day goes on, and that can definitely add up into your comfort. Even in the shade, it can feel a couple of degrees warmer when it's a little humid to humid, especially plateau to the valley. Still a little bit better far northeast Tennessee, far southeastern Kentucky, and then I'll gradually decrease this evening, making tomorrow morning feel better. But unfortunately, mosquitoes love that high humidity. So your skeeter meter is high again today. Now they do not like winds, so there's a bonus to tomorrow's breezy conditions kicking up in your afternoon. At least that'll knock back your skeeter meter. For now, scattered clouds reaching out again. This is part of that humidity. You can see that here in Knoxville area and west as we go through the day today. That's also why it's warmer on the plateau. 62 Clark Range to Oak Ridge, 58 Knoxville to 48 Cosby, showing off in your refreshing air. But at least we'll all share that sunshine this afternoon. Now, as we look ahead to those rain chances, remember that return spotty Friday. We'll be tracking that for you coming up on the CW in the next hour.
All right, so we got to put on our bug spray.
Yep,
we got to
check.
put on our sunscreen.
Yep.
I'm just going to stay inside.
No, not while we can.
Now,
Gotta go outside.
I'm going out. It's 6:56. We're headed to WBXX. Good morning.